first we're going to chat. It's Thursday night. Every Thursday night here at on my channel, we do a guided meditation for a healed America. And hopefully you can hear me. We do a guided meditation for a healed America, and we spend about 15 minutes chatting, and then we do a guided meditation. So I hope that people remembered that we do this. And we have lots to focus our attention on and lots to change with our minds. Hello, hello. So, and I mean it when I say we have lots to focus on and a lot to change with our minds. Yes, I mean that. I mean, we have a lot to redirect what's happening with our minds. So you might want to think about any time in your life where you or somebody else prayed and got exactly what you were praying about. This administration that is being very, very much exposed for what it really is, a fascist regime, is about the cruelest regime, that I know of, especially in America. I know Americans have done some awful things, but as far as having a president being this, well, first of all, clueless and this extreme, advocating for and calling for abject cruelty to be inflicted on innocent human beings. We see it everywhere. We saw it in his first term, and we see it now. And so we need to really focus our minds and our attention and our meditation on how we stop this from being the case. For some reason, I don't have a chat going on. Hang on a second. Yeah, I just know that I don't see the chat. For some reason, the chat's missing. So I guess I'll just keep talking. Are you still here? It's so weird. I hate when YouTube changes things. Let me know that you can still see me and hear me. I don't know if it just stopped my live stream. And I'll know if you hit the thumbs up. So, yeah, okay, cool, thank you. So just know that I can't see the chat. I don't know what happened. I might have turned it off somehow, and I don't really have time to adjust it. So talk, I guess don't talk. No chatting tonight, because something changed. So let's just be aware that our thinking can cause things to change. Yeah, thanks for hitting the thumbs up. I don't know why the chat's not showing. There's a little merch thing. I really don't know why it's doing this. Yeah, very strange. So I'll just read your minds. There's a book called The Silva Mind Control Method, which has nothing to do with cult mind control. It came out probably around in the 1980s, I'm guessing, maybe the 1990s. And in the Silva Mind Control Method book, there's a man by the last name of Silva who invented this technique. And they would practice causing things to happen, influencing events and situations with their minds. And they would together create different scenarios to be more positive, and they got real results. And I've talked before about the Maharishi effect experiment, in which a group of people, I've mentioned this many times, there was a project, an experiment, and research done on what happened when a group of like 1,000 meditators meditated in a major metropolitan area, and the crime rate went down. And it's worth mentioning here too, when Joe Biden was in office, the crime rate dropped substantially. And then I just heard recently the mayor of Boston saying that Boston has the lowest crime rate in the country presently. So things aren't getting worse, things are getting better. But the evil and the dark need people to still invest their mental energy into the fearful thoughts and belief in evil having real power in order for it to be able to continue. You may have heard the Native American story where the little boy asks his grandfather which two wolves would grow bigger, and he said the one that you feed. The grandfather said the one that you feed. So keep in mind that the evil it feeds on fear. So the more the evil can get us into absolute fear, the more power it has over you. And I really do believe that the forces of evil know this. Those who are working for evil know this. And the other thing that they do is I have Alexei Navalny right behind me. We know that Putin used him as an example, which is what fascist regimes do. They use people as an example of this could happen to you too, to shut people down and to suppress them. So, to the best of our ability, we really want to be in a place where we don't succumb to fear. I've shared with a lot of you. If you're just joining us, I can't see the chat. For some reason, it's not on. I don't know what I did. So, evil literally feeds on negative emotions. That's why I keep on getting guidance. Like, it's a little annoying, but I keep getting guidance to share the message that we have to forgive. And it's not even really about, it's not about, it's okay what terrible thing somebody did or some terrible situation. It's not even that. It's just that we want to always check in with ourselves and make sure we're not harboring those low vibrational emotions if we want to really be powerful. And being powerful means, like when you think about it, people talk about feeling up or feeling down. So when we're able to do forgiveness, it's really an act of self-love that we just say, you know what, life is too precious for me to have this icky feeling. I don't want this icky feeling. And as far as the news goes, we have to be aware of what's going on in the news. But because evil knows that it needs your anger and dark emotions so that it can feed on them, it will make things look like they're unforgivable because they're so bad. It'll make things look like they're unforgivable, but we still have to maintain, like Kathy Beale mentioned today, it might have been that it was today's Gandhi's birthday, or when you think about, the peaceful, nonviolent movement for peace, there was a whole lot of horrible things that were going on. Really horrible things that were going on in India at that time under the colonial rule of England. And every country has had its sins, right? So we're not picking on any particular country. But the nonviolent, peaceful movement was such that, and I even have heard that the Dalai Lama said he every day focuses on and meditates on having compassion for the Chinese. That nonviolent stance, the reason for that is not to condone horrible things, but the reason for that is because the peace is way more powerful. The peace gets a lot more mileage when it comes to transformation. So definitely check out the show if you haven't already that I did earlier with Kathy Beale, where we went over the astrology. She gave us a lot of great information about what's going on right now. And we talked about this coming weekend with the very powerful solar eclipse in the sign of Aries. There's a real strong, like both things happening at once, a very aggressive energy along with a very Piscean we're all in this together, love one another kind of energy too. If you're just joining us, I cannot see the chat. I don't know what happened. Um, so I'm just talking until the 15-minute point. I'm making some points before the 15 minutes has elapsed, because we do that for 15 minutes and then we jump into our guided meditation. Hopefully I have my phone with me, because I use that as a timer. Anyway, so let's know it's so important that we at least do the best that we can. If it doesn't feel like it, you're able to go to a kind of a peaceful place, then walk away. I mean, in your mind, then walk away from whatever it is that's upsetting you. It's way more important to find the peaceful place. I've met many people that say, I can never, ever, ever forgive that person that did this horrible thing. Understandable. Then just go to neutral. So you're not harboring the dark emotional, energy. We're here. I truly believe that our souls are here during this time to facilitate the healing, to be part of the healing. And I haven't met any people at all that think that, oh, well, it was by mistake that I was incarnated into this time. I really haven't. I haven't met anybody that really feels like they shouldn't be here. I mean, their souls shouldn't be here during this time in history. We are the pioneers. We are forging a new way, a new path forward. And I have Navalny over my shoulder to remind us all of unstoppable courage. Unstoppable courage. What we're dealing with in this kind of shocking as it is minuscule compared to what Navalny went through, and we need to continually pray for the Russian people. Because it's not them, it's this evil that's been destroying everyone and everything, right? So make sure that you're in. Oh, but the love wins. Let me not leave that part out. The love wins in the end. So make sure that you're in a quiet place where you won't be interrupted. Before we go into the guided meditation at exactly the 15-minute point, I want to remind everybody, if you're a member, you have access to 40 days to releasing religious guilt, which really prepares your energy to receive more love and just openness and goodness in your life. So if you'd like to become a member, just hit the join button, and it's like a monthly subscription, and it's not expensive. It's life transforming stuff. If you're just joining us, I can't see the chat for some reason. I must have locked it out and didn't realize it. And also every day I record a short video called Off the Ledge. It's 13 minutes. And please watch that video. Please share it if it's helpful to you. I'm doing these things as a labor of love to keep us all calm and to keep us in the light. And I do accept donations, so I appreciate donations, so thank you. Okay, so quiet space, and you can make a promise to yourself right now that you'll listen to the meditation again at least once or twice throughout the week, maybe every day. That'd be even better. We're turning this energy around. We are. Just know it. You don't have to get into all this religious whatever, or I'm not that spiritual. No, we're turning this energy around. Let me know if for some reason you're not hearing me. I need to know that. It's hard for me to tell if you're not hearing me because the chat's not showing. But this will continue to record, so we'll just... I'm seeing people dropping off. And there's no way for me to tell if... Yeah, what I'm going to do... Sorry about this, because people are dropping off, and that indicates that there's something amiss, and I have to... I'm going to go back and redo this, okay? So, I'm going to leave and come back in. So, hang tight, stay with me. I'm just going to start a brand new live stream, and it'll take me just a few minutes. And then we'll go right into the meditation. I apologize for that. So I'm ending this live stream, and I'm coming back in just a few minutes. So look for the new live stream, because there's something going wrong with this video. I don't have anybody in the chat. I can't see anybody in the chat, and I noticed people dropping off, so I wonder if the Wi-Fi is working, but nobody can tell me. Okay, look for the next video to come up, about 3 to 5 minutes. Thanks.